This is TWiT.
So you said that you can synopsize this book without spoiling it.
Sure.
You'll do a better job than I.
Okay. So this book takes place in 2045 in Singapore. This is a time when CRISPR, genetic editing, is fairly common, that embryos are routinely screened for heritable deadly disorders like cystic fibrosis and Huntington's disease and corrected. But because
more
of
than that,
parents know that it can do much more.
Yeah.
And so if you want your child to have fast twitch muscle fibers or to live 30 healthy years longer or to have a better memory, there are places you can go, black market places you can go to have your embryo modified just a bit. And by 2045 in this book, there is an international treaty on genetic modification that prohibits this. And my protagonist, Kenneth Duran, is an Interpol agent who's been charged with finding these very profitable black market embryo labs. And they're so profitable that the cartels, the genetic cartels behind it, want to get rid of him. And so they inject him with a very experimental...
You're going to tell that?
It's on the cover.
Okay.
Because
that's
good.
A big...
I'm glad you that would not survive the marketing binge, this particular thing. So it's on the cover.
Okay.
But they inject him. They inject him with a change agent. It's on the cover. It's literally called
the change agent.
Yes.
All right, I guess you're right.
I appreciate you being careful. But they inject him on a crowded subway platform with a change agent. It is a compound that edits him into somebody else. It changes his entire genomic sequence.
And what happens next?
He becomes his most wanted suspect. So
that is such a great twist. When did you think of that? That is so awesome.
To me, I wanted a powerful hook connected to identity. And to me, the minute you think of genetic editing, I personally think you think of identity. And some people have hearkened back to recent films, and I laugh about that because really this idea of changing identity goes much further back. It goes into Greek mythology, it goes into Arthurian legend, the prince and the pauper. The idea of switching identities with people or losing one's own identity.
Big, it's not face-off.
It's an archetype.
It's going on forever. Yeah.
It is, and that's why I say when people look back just to that, no, it goes much, and that's why I thought there was a strong undercurrent of a powerful emotional conduit that I could hook into for this story.
But a detective becoming his suspect, that's going the next level
But think about
I mean,
it.
That's so
I
awesome.
wanted to root it in a technology that's fairly realistic. And John and I were talking about this, actually, because he thought, well, all the 5 trillion cells of a human body being edited. Now, right now, this is just last week at Temple University, University of Pittsburgh, they were able to take CRISPR and attach it to a virus and remove HIV from living mice.
Wow.
And prevent any further infection. This is now. So this is making changes, and they're looking at the same thing for cancer, being able to use CRISPR to search through an entire organism, find a tumor, and edit it so that it then self-destructs. So that's healthier than chemo or radiation. So CRISPR, this idea that it can spread throughout your system and change you, I think that is coming. And so I wanted to make this change of identity. I wanted to root it in a very realistic technology. So again, this is a mythology. This is an archetype.
But it's not unrealistic.
It's not completely unrealistic now. Not
it's
now.
Not. And your stuff doesn't ever feel that way. It always feels futuristic, but not unrealistic.
I'm smiling because generally it's been described this way. They read what the premise is and they say that's ludicrous, and then they read it.
And then they read it and go,
Say, oh.
That's not so ludicrous.